because you're gonna put it on and it's gonna be pretty stark. Tony Stark. That was so nerdy. Holy moly. I'm gonna go to like the store after this or something and people are gonna be like, did she get hit in the face? No, I did not get hit in the face. I just did some makeup, people. Don't worry about me. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Face It Megan and this is Halloween week 2. I am really excited to be back because today I'm going to be showing you how to do bruising. I really wanted to focus this month of Halloween tutorials on bigger makeup. If you want to do a cut, you could add that into doing like some botched work or some cuts all over your face, or you got attacked by a coyote, like who knows. With bruising, it could look like you have been botched again, or it could you could say that you were like in domestic violence, or somebody punched you in a fight, or you were mauled. So we're doing bruising, and as you can tell, I do have a little bit of a bruise going on my eye right here. I just did this a few minutes ago with some makeup, so I wanted to show you guys like that you can make it look like you were hit. And usually with bruising, you always want it to look like the object you were hit with. In this, it kind of looks like somebody maybe just like elbowed me, like in the side of the face. If somebody like hit you with a gun, it would look like like you were hit with a gun in the arm or in the shoulder. You always want to like base your bruises on what you were hit with. And a bruise is, I'm pretty sure it's just like blood pulled to the top of the skin when you're hit with like a blunt force item of some kind. So that's what we're going with today. This one actually looks like it's healing. There is some yellow in there and some green. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera. I do have all my light shining on me and everything, so I don't know exactly like how blinding it looks. Usually when you do a bruise like this on the eye, sometimes you can even like make your eye look irritated, but I can't do that today because I am wearing contacts so that I can see what I'm doing. If I didn't have my contacts in, I could probably put like maybe some blood in like the corner of my eye or something to irritate it, but it would just go underneath my contact and make it look really weird, so we're not gonna do that. So yeah, let's do some bruising. I am gonna just go in and do the other eye so you guys can see how I did this eye. I do have a Ben Nye bruise wheel right here, and this was I think $20, but I did buy it at Monsterpalooza, so it might have been a little bit cheaper. This is the FX Wheel EW4 Master Bruise, and this is what I used to do my eye. You can use the Illustrator palettes I was talking to you guys about before. This is good to use on any other parts of the body. I would not use it on your eye. It will burn. It's not recommended. Do not use this on your eye. I accidentally did pick up one of my sponges and use it on my eye, and I was like, ah! That hurt! Ow! But this is great for doing on like the other parts of your body. I love using these. So let's go in and start using the bruise wheel on the other eye. I do just use some Q-tip, and you want the Q-tips to be like a little bit squishy. You don't want them to be like hard. So we're gonna put in some yellow, and the most important thing really is just like diffusing. I'll show you guys how to diffuse, because you're gonna put it on and it's gonna be pretty stark. And so you're gonna tap a little bit, and then you're gonna like tap over it, and it's not gonna hurt you, it's just a paint. So just tapping and then diffusing. Doing a little bit more, tapping, and then diffusing. Because it's a bruise, it's just like blood healing under the skin. That's what the yellow is. So it's not going to be like chunks of yellow, it's going to be like diffused, like kind of like that. And you can do this anywhere on your face or on your body. You can use these little color wheels. These color wheels are a lot easier to use to do this because they're literally just the colors that you need to make a bruise. The color wheel has purple and blue in it, and different reds, different purples, different bruise colors. The Illustrator palette is a little bit more pricey, so if you want to use that, it is a lot easier to use to make bruises on the other parts of your body. But if you just want to do like bruising for Halloween and stuff, they do sell like the color wheels and things at Halloween stores. You don't have to get it from Nigel's. So I'm just creating that bruise coming out of my eye like that. And I am going to put a little bit over here this time so it looks like I got hit in the eye, and it is just moving a little bit. The blood has pooled in different areas. It's kind of gnarly. Again, if you guys wanted to, you could even go online and look up like different kinds of bruises. Like if you wanted your bruise to look like you've had it for a while, so it could be more yellow and green. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to dip into some of these red over here. I'm just gonna pat that over, just diffuse it out. I'm bringing it down from my waterline into the bruise, so it looks like my eye is a little bit swollen. Again, with special effects, you're just going to want to play around with it and kind of figure out what works for you. And then sometimes in the beginning it'll look kind of funky, but you just keep working it with different shades. See, it looks kind of orangey now, so I'm going to go in and use some of that purple. I'm actually probably just going to go into this purple right here. It's an actual purple shade because there is like the bruised blood purple that's over here. It's harder to see, it looks black, but it's actually a really deep purple. But I'm just going to dip into the purple and then kind of just layer it. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to go to the other side. I'm just going to peel up a little bit again. Like that. It's nice and squishy. And then I'm going to dip into that bruised purple right here. And I'm just going to put that right into my waterline area and bring it down. Because this is like the best one to really make it look like it's swollen. I really want it to look like my eye is hurting a little bit. It's actually like one of the easiest things to do bruising. You just have to stipple it on a little bit and then diffuse it. Alright, so as you can see, it's really looking like I got hurt. Looking pretty beat up over here. Actually, I kind of look like I'm sick. Who hit somebody in both eyes? I got beat up, okay guys? I got mugged. Alright, so that's pretty much the bruising for both eyes. Two different kinds of bruising. This one looks like maybe somebody hit me with an elbow. This one looks like somebody might have just like slapped me or punched me in the eye. It just has to be like some kind of trauma to the eye. I could have fallen on a table. Like, who knows? It might have been my fault. I could have tripped. Alright, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to be using the Illustrator palette. And I'm not going to use it on my eyes. And my eyes are already done. So I'm actually just going to go and I'm going to put a bruise maybe like down here. I'm gonna do that. I do have my Illustrator palette. I have my Morphe palette right here. I just use that to diffuse, and then I made my own like little texture sponge, which you can do. It's literally just one of these sponges that you can buy from the store. But you just buy these at like CVS, and you can create your own texture sponge. But I also have texture sponges that I bought from Nigel's. These are just used for different kinds of stippling. But with the texture sponge like this, I just literally take my nail and just peel up different pieces of it. You can kind of see it. See? So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to start using that. And I am just going to take a little bit of alcohol, spray it in the thing like this. You just use a little tiny bit. And just let it sit on there for a few seconds. And I'm probably going to make this bruise a little bit deeper in color. Just make it look like a fresher bruise. You're just going to tap it really lightly. But the texture is just creating it to look like the capillaries are all flared up and bruised. And the capillaries is usually like if you have veins in your face. I have like redder cheeks, and sometimes you can kind of see like where the capillaries are kind of red. But you don't want it to look like just a big swollen mass. You kind of want it to look like it's veiny and textured. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, I'm going to use a little bit of the darker shades in the palette, which are Age, Blood, and Bruise Tone. I'm just going to mix a little bit of those together. We're going to just deepen this thing up just a tad. It is looking like a fresher bruise than these ones up here. That's why I'm saying like this really makes a huge difference compared to the bruise wheel. Different kinds of bruises and kind of a different texture to the bruise, I want to say. Easier in different ways. This is like you can make a lot more things with it, and then the bruise wheel is just like strictly for bruises. So it kind of just looks like somebody hit me. And I'm just going to diffuse it a little bit more. just around the edges so it looks like it's fading out a little bit around the edges for the bruise. Alright, so that's another type of bruise that you can do. Let's go on to the other side of my face, and we're gonna do a bruise that looks like it has been healing for a little bit. So you just use a little bit of yellow and a little bit of green. Going with some yellow first. And this one just is gonna look like it's been healing for a little bit. Yeah, see, like even right now, the smell of the alcohol is burning my eyes. Like, so just be really careful about your face, doing it on your face. I would not put it near your eyes. So there's an older bruise, more yellow and more green. Wow, that actually really looks like a bruise. I'm kind of impressed. So that is my bruise tutorial for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That's all you have to do, really. You can just buy these at the store, make your own texture sponge, and then get a bruise wheel from the Halloween store, or go and buy one of these. So and then use alcohol, diffuse, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys can do some bruising at home. It's so easy. You can even use an eyeshadow palette really to do this. Just diffuse and pat, diffuse. You can even use like a brush and just like use a little bit of alcohol and like clean it up, diffuse it, make it look like the capillaries are all busted. Alright guys, so that was the whole tutorial of my bruising. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It is Halloween and I'm really excited, and I hope you guys enjoy these videos. And please ring that bell for notifications so that you guys know when I post videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.